Hey guys, so I just wanted to share quickly. I've had a couple of people reach out to me. I saw a Facebook post, and I have had a couple other people reach out about my systems and how I capture leads. In fact, I just did a podcast episode with Jessica Baskis about this. And basically, she was asking, so how do you get leads to actually convert to you? And I don't know if this is fully what it is, but this is just one of the things I am doing on my Instagram page as far as part of my lead capture. So I use Flodesk. I signed up with them with sorry about that. I signed up with them with a 50% discount. They offer that. I also have the link. If you guys end up doing Flodesk, let me know because I do have a coupon code for you guys if you did want to do that. It's 50% off for the life of your membership. I think it's like with the 50% off, it's like 19 bucks a month. So, I mean, you want to talk about like super affordable marketing. So what I do is I combine this with Copy and Contracts, which is another marketing company that I think I pay like 36 bucks a month. I don't think it's that now. That's the grandfather price. But if you think about it, all in all, it's like 50 bucks a month for some pretty high end high targeting marketing that really works. And what it is just basically systems. I firmly believe when you get a new client that reaches out to you, if you have systems in place, you're giving them an experience. So basically, they come to my Instagram page and they're like, oh, cool, I want to sign up for her 90-day to homeowner challenge. I'm a new homeowner. I've never done this before. So they sign up and they come into what's called a workflow. So let me show you what that is. I just actually revamped it last night and updated it. So I'm excited to share it with you guys. So up here you have at the top, you have emails, forms, workflows, and your audience. So your audience, this is basically all your subscribers, their email, their full name. I've got, so if I show 50 per page, I've got a whole bunch of people in an email segment. And it's like 3 pages worth. So over 115 people that I have, at least from just Instagram. 100% of these people are just Instagram because that's the only place I have this link. So this is my 90-day to homeowner challenge. It's published right now. So if you want to edit it, you just hit pause. But what I do is I create a segment. So I call this one the 90-day to homeownership challenge. And I have a landing page that I created through Flodesk. They have landing pages, so you can create that and send it to this segment, the 90-day to homeownership challenge segment. So what the segment does is you create your initial email that's going to go out to them. When they sign up, they put their name in their email. This is the first email they get. And it looks like this. Welcome to the challenge. Over the next 90 days, I'll share the nitty gritty and secrets to buying in this crazy market. Stay tuned, which kind of gives them a little sneak peek of, okay, I do want to stay tuned because I want to know what all the secrets are in this crazy market because it is crazy. I try to keep it short and sweet. This is really the only one that has like a bunch of just writing in it. So here's the guide, download the guide. And then I created a Facebook group for them to join if they want extra support. They want to come ask questions. They want to collaborate, whatever. It's a very new group, so I don't have a lot of people in it, but I have a feeling it's going to get bigger because I've had a lot of people reach out and give me good feedback on it. So, thanks for being the best part of what I do, goodies from the gram. And this is super easy to customize. So you see these little plus buttons between all of this stuff, you can add stuff. So you hit the plus button and you can add images, logos, videos, Instagram, spacers, dividers, buttons, link bars, text, social links, footers, and address. So if I want to add my address, or if I want to add Instagram, so like on the bottom there, it links to my Instagram. Or if I want to add my logo, there's my logo. You just upload your logo, you add your Instagram, you add all of that in there. So if you want to customize your emails, it's like boom, boom, boom. It's super quick. So down here, I have my links to my social, my address. So this is my initial email. I'll try to go through this semi-quick so it's not crazy and overwhelming. And I can always do like a more in-depth training on it, but it's so super easy. Like it literally is self-explanatory. It walks you through it. It's like, okay, edit your email. Who are you sending? Who is the sender? This is the email you want it to show that it comes from, which I need to update that actually. You have to be careful because if you put at Gmail or at Yahoo or at AOL, it's going to probably kick back in a lot of people's emails as spam. So you really want to try to spend the time to get your own domain email. So like I use my old broker, Fisher Realty, just because it's a domain, even though, I mean, whatever. I need to update that and get my own domain. I have a list of like 500 things I need to do. So I don't have it all together. Everybody thinks on Instagram, they're like, oh, she has it all figured out. No, nobody has it all figured out. We all have our to-do list of things that we just need to do. So you put your subject line, 90 day to homeowners challenge, and then the preview text. So I think this is like if they get a message on their cell phone, this is what the preview is going to look like. Are you ready for the next 90 days? So then you can insert in here, see these little plus buttons? You can put an email, a time delay, a condition. So take the action based on. So if somebody clicks on my first email here and they download my guide, I can put a conditional action. Like, okay, if they download that, I'm going to send them another email that says XYZ. Since you've already downloaded this guide, I thought you might be interested in this or whatever, blah, 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 whatever. Do you want to add, do you want to be joined to my buyer's guide emails or whatever it is too? So I don't have anything like that. I didn't get that complicated. But at the end, this action one is really cool because if you click on it, it says, what action do you want to take? So add all of these subscribers that are in my 90 days to homeowner challenge. I can add them to another email segment. So let's say they finish the challenge. They're warmed up, they're ready to go, they're ready to buy. I can add them into my regular email drip campaign, which has my bi-monthly emails. Like every other week, send an email out that keeps people up to date with what's going on in the market, local events, just really important information, not a bunch of fluff. I honestly, that's why I don't do weekly emails because I don't think I have enough content to be able to share weekly. I feel like people get overwhelmed with emails. I know if I get an email more than once a week or once a week, I just don't want to see it. I'm tired of deleting emails. So I don't want to be that person that floods people's email. So I decided to do bi-monthly. That to me is what works. So you can add them to another segment. So after the 90-day homeowners challenge, you can add them to your home buyer's guide segment or whatever segment you want. You can create a new segment of whatever. I don't know. So, so I'm going to delete that action because I don't need that. But I'm just sharing with you the things that you can do between your emails. So then what I do is I have a time delay. So after they get this first email, they wait a day and then they get this email, which is tired of the rent raise, thinking about buying. This is kind of like warming them up to the challenge. And I have all the same stuff at the bottom that kind of like outlines it. And then I have a 7-day. Since this is a 90-day to homeowners challenge, this challenge is broken up in weeks. So it's week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, all the way to week 12. So what I do is I have it set for 7 days. Every 7 days on the dot, they're going to get an email. Hey, we're on week 2. Hey, we're on week 3. This is what we're going to discuss. We're on week 4. We're on week 5. And this is all Coffee Contracts. Coffee and Contracts provided this entire campaign, all the verbiage. I did tweak some stuff to kind of make it personalized and customized to myself and like the language I would say, and also some like secrets and tips and tricks and things that I tell my buyers. So I have tweaked it. I would highly recommend putting a little bit of your own personality and adding a little bit because there were some things that like didn't really fit my buyer flow, like what I would not do with a buyer. And then I also added some things. So like at the end, it talks about, okay, once we do the inspection, it's time to close. Well, no, that's not true. We have the appraisal and then we have the insurance. So I kind of added that in there as well too. So that way people are like not confused about the entire process. So 7 days, week 3, 7 days, week 4. And basically all I did was I took this email and I copied it. So if you go to, I'll show you exactly. So I'm not sure if you guys have Coffee and Contracts. I think you do because I'm posting this video on Coffee and Contracts, but I will be posting this video elsewhere. So not everybody will have it. So I'm just going to quickly go in here and show you where I got it. So I went to emails and blogs because this is an email campaign. And I went, see, look at all the stuff they have. You've got a monthly newsletter, you've got events calendar, a guide to buying your first home blog. It's a lot of really cool stuff that they provide. So here's the 90 days to homeowners challenge. So open it up, and it's a document. You download the document. All I did was copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. It was super, super easy. This was already in the email right here. Hi, friend. And you can, when they enter their name to add to your segment, it automatically puts their name in there. And I put /friend just because it's a little bit more warming. So I pasted week 1, pasted week 2, pasted week 3. And then I would put, stay tuned. Your next email will contain month 2 of the 90-day to homeowners challenge guide. You can download it for week's 5 email. I put all my branding photos in each email just so they can kind of like, it's the omnipresence. So you really want to stay present everywhere you go, whether, it's on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or wherever. You want to get to the point where people recognize you and they're like, oh, I saw her videos, or I saw her Instagram and I see her stories all the time. I know her. So like putting your face in your emails, I think is huge. It's not vain. It's not anything like that. It's just putting your face out there, and we pay for these branding photos. So why not share them? And I think this is a really fun way to share it, is in your email. I always put my Instagram because people love Instagram, so then they can click on whatever it is. So this is the main template for all my emails. All I do is paste the body of it. And then I see like that bottom part was not there. I added that. And then, so just to give you an idea of what I did, I waited 6 days and then I sent them a separate email of month 2's guide. And this is just an email for the guide. And then I waited 7 days. Actually, I need to fix that. It should be 1 day. It should be 1 day. Glad I did this. So if you see day 6 and day 1, that's a total of 7 days. So from this week's, what is that? Week 4 to week 5 should be 1 week. I don't want them to have to wait a week to get the guide and then wait another week to get an email. So, okay. All right. See, I'm not perfect. We're all figuring this out as we go. And then I need to, so I waited 1 day. I think I did that backwards. So the last guide had, 6 days. I'm going to change that. So I want this to be 6 days. And then I want this to be 1 day. See, the cool thing about it is you can come in here and update it if you did something wrong. And I always like add myself to these campaigns and get them. So that way, if I notice something weird or quirky that's wrong with it, I can go in and fix it. So I always add myself to my own campaigns. It's weird. Or I'll add a friend. I'm like, hey, can you check out my campaign? Tell me what you think. All right. So let's go to the last week. So the last week, I basically recapped the entire challenge and I said, I'd love to add you to my weekly emails so you can stay up to date on the hyper local market as well as new construction info, local places to visit, events. If you'd like to join my community, I'd love to have you. So basically, after this email, I haven't done it yet because I just revamped this last night. I was literally 10:30 at night, like half asleep, finishing this because it's on my to-do list and I'm just so tired of procrastinating. I just wanted to get it out there. And I have 4 new people in my segment. So I had to hurry up and get it done so that way they can stay in the segment. So what I wanted to do was add an action. So add subscribers to a segment, which I don't have the segment created yet, but I want them to be added to an email drip campaign for just my future people. So I have also another system. So I have people who are have not bought with me or sold with me. They're like my leads that I have in all of these different campaigns. And then I have my post-closing emails. So people who have already bought with me or sold with me, they don't need to be warmed up to working with me. They need a whole different type of nurturing. So basically, I want to nurture them in a sense of referrals, remembering me for future transactions. I want to give them local information because most of the people I work with are relocating here. So I want to give them, hey guys, I just found this new coffee shop and I love the coffee there. It's super awesome. I'm a decaf person and it's hard to find good decaf. So this is the new spot. And I've had people come up to me and tell me like, I love your suggestions for this. I love that. So being able to keep them nurtured in a different way, because I really think it's kind of counterintuitive if you put everybody into your monthly email. I don't know. I know some people do that. They have just one monthly or one weekly email that everybody gets, whether it's agents, buyers, sellers, and they try to cram all the content that everybody would want into that email. And I just think that's kind of, I don't know. It seems kind of, it doesn't seem very personalized. I can tell when I'm getting somebody's email and it's like just cramming a bunch of information down my throat and I have to decipher what is for me and what's not. I don't have time for that. So for me, I want two different campaigns. I want people I haven't worked with and then people I have. So I have two different email systems. And this is why I do it bi-monthly, or I was doing it monthly, but now I do it bi-monthly because I just don't have the time to do two separate email campaigns every week. That's just too much information. And I try to keep it short and sweet. And the reason why is because people don't have the time to read this long, giant email. They want to scan. So I make my emails scannable. I put a lot of pictures, links. They can go read more about it on the link if they want. I'm not going to cram the verbiage in my email. I'm going to put the link so they can read it on the website if they want it. So that is basically how I do this system. I'm trying to talk really fast. So basically, I think somebody's about to knock on my door and try to solicit me, but it's not going to happen. So sorry, somebody's knocking on my door right now. Anyways, my dog's about to bark. I knew that was going to happen.